Hey guys, welcome back. I felt like we needed another day to practice rate of change. So we're going to look at some more rate of change problems in tables and graphs again today. So our objective is that you will be able to find the rate of change in tables and in graphs. So let's look at this table. It says the Financial Aid Office at Boyer University produced an internal report on the number of students receiving scholarships. According to the table, what was the rate of change between 2017 and 2020? So we're looking at 2017 and 2020. So as discussed before, we still solve by doing the change in our y values over the change in our x values. Okay, so looking at our y values, it went from 26 to 41. So that was a positive change. So again, you could write out 41 minus 26 if you need to find that difference. So you would do 26 from 41, which is 15. And then your change in your x values. So from 2017 to 2020, that is also a positive change. So 2020 minus 2017 is 3. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. So your rate of change is 5. Okay, let's look at another one. Dale kept track of how long it took to finish his homework each day. According to the table, what was the rate of change between Tuesday and Wednesday? So Tuesday and Wednesday, and we're doing the change in y or the change in x. So our y values this time went down. So remember, that's a negative. That's going to be important that we know that's negative. So it went down how much? Well, 34 minus 22 is 12. So it went down 12. And our change in our x values went from Tuesday to Wednesday. Okay, so that's progressing in days, so a positive, but it's only one day. And then you solve this operation of negative 12 divided by positive 1. Now remember, a negative and a positive gives you a negative when you're dividing. So that is the same as just negative 12. So your rate of change is negative 12. Pause your video and try this one on your own. To figure out how many vacation days she had left to use, Jayla looked over her old calendars to figure out how many days of vacation she had taken each year. According to the table, what was the rate of change between 2011 and 2012? So from 2011 to 2012. And we're doing the change in our y over the change in x. So we went from 39 to 35. So that is a decrease or a negative. And that is a decrease of 4. And from 2011 to 2012 is 1. And negative 4 divided by positive 1 is negative 4. So your rate of change was negative 4. Pause your video and try this one on your own. A Girl Scout troop recorded how many boxes of cookies they sold each day for a week. According to the table, what was the rate of change between Tuesday and Thursday? So Tuesday and Thursday. So from 85 to 86, remember we're still doing that change in y over change in x, and that is an increase of 1. And then from Tuesday to Thursday, so you don't count Tuesday, so Wednesday, Thursday, that's 2 days. And positive 1 divided by positive 2, which is the same as a half, or 0.5. So either one of those would correctly write the rate of change. Okay, let's look at rate of change in graphs again. It says Clara spent a week at the beach and recorded the number of shells she found each day. According to the graph, what was the rate of change between Tuesday and Thursday? Okay, so here's our Tuesday and here is Thursday. So we can see that it was a decrease. So we already know that it's negative this time. So Tuesday was 2 and Thursday was 0. So that is a change of 2 over, okay, from Tuesday to Thursday is 2 days. And negative 2 divided by positive 2 is negative 1. So your rate of change was negative 1. Each year, the campers at Leon Summer Camp try to set that summer's record for finishing the obstacle course as quickly as possible. According to the graph, what was the rate of change between 2008 and 2011? So here's 2008 and here's 2011. So we're doing our change in Y over our change in X. Okay, so remember your Y values is here on your Y axis. So we went from 23 and we went down from 2008 to 2011. So we know it's going to be negative. And we went from 23 down to 20. So that is a difference of 3. And our X values, which is down here represented by years, we went from 2008 to 2011. So that is 1, 2, 3 years. And negative 3 divided by positive 3 is negative 1, which is your rate of change. Pause your video and complete this one on your own. A vendor who sold bread at farmers markets counted the number of leftover loaves at the end of each day. According to the graph, what was the rate of change between Wednesday and Friday? So Wednesday and Friday. So to find our rate of change, we do the change in our Y over the change in X. So our Y values is on our Y axis. So we've went from 80 down to 55. So you would do 80 minus 55, which is 25, over the change in the X values, which was from Wednesday to Friday. So that is 2 days. We can see that it was negative. Obviously, our graph has went down from Wednesday to Friday. And then we need to do 25 divided by 2. 2 goes into 2 one time. 2 goes into 5 2 times. Just 24. With 1 left over. So there's our whole number of 12. Our numerator of 1 over 2. So negative 12 1/2, or written as a decimal, is negative 12.5. So either one of those would be acceptable answers. Pause your video and try this one on your own. The drama department recorded how long the annual school play lasted each year. According to the graph, what was the rate of change between 2008 and 2012? So 2008 and 2012. We can see that that has increased, so that it means our answer will be a positive rate of change. So we need to do our change in Y over our change in X. So our Y value went from 93 up to 97, which is a change of 4. And from 2008 to 2012, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 divided by 4 is 1. So that is positive 1. Here is your exit slip for today. So go ahead and complete your exit slip. If you wish for a review of this exit slip after you have entered it on forms, then you may finish watching this video. If not, then you are ready for your assessment. At the beginning of each year, Rob stepped on his scale and resolved to become more fit. According to the graph, what was the rate of change between 2010 and 2012? So we can see from 2010 to 2012 that that was a positive change. It went from 274 to 282. So 12 subtract 4 is 8. So that is a change of 8 over from 2010. This is 1, 2. And 8 divided by 2 is 4. So your rate of change is 4.